All right, go ahead and set your cell up in this manner. So you've got a couple solutes on the outside, but we've got this gate here blocking the cell membrane. So what happens is these solutes, if they want to get in, this has to open up. That solute can then pass through, and then that gate will close again. So that works great, but the question should be, well, what's opening and closing that gate? So see if you can remember what that is. So there could be several things. It could be voltage, right? Maybe a nerve sending electricity to that. Could be a chemical reaction, maybe a chemical like a drug or a hormone in your body, or maybe even light entering your eye and hitting the structure. And what did we call this? This is channel-mediated passive transport. So now I want to show you a slight variation. We'll get rid of that, and we'll add this. Okay, so now we've got this on carrier here, not a channel, but a carrier on the membrane. One of the things that's different is this is actually going to attract the solute and make it more likely to come over here. And as it does, when that solute enters, this carrier will change its shape and morph like this. And now you see that the solute went from the outside of the cell to now being on the inside of the cell. It can then migrate in and do whatever the cell needed it to do. Do you remember what that's called? So that's carrier-mediated passive transport. Now I want you to add this. Okay, so we can put it together for now. You're also going to add this inside of the cell. And we're going to move most of our solute outside of the cell. I should say we're going to start with it, most of it outside of the cell. So typically things want to move from an area of high concentration to low concentration, but not all the time. There are times where what we're going to want to do is move these few solutes in the cell outside of it. And we'll talk about this when we get to muscle function. Now that's not the normal order of things, so that's going to be hard work. Okay, so what is it going to require? What do we need? We're going to need energy. So if we will need to move these few out, this ATP is going to come over here and attach and be used by this pump. The pump will open and force out the few remaining solutes in it before it closes again. So remember, that's an active form of transport. So pumps are an active form.